Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Talk Everyday Conversations channel. I'm your host, Lily.
And I am your host, James. We are so happy that you are here with us today.
James, before we start, I have to ask, you look different, tanned, relaxed. Where have you been?
Ah, you noticed. So I just spent a long weekend at my uncle's farm out in the countryside.
Wait, you? The guy who once said he couldn't survive without food delivery apps?
I know. Even I'm surprised, but honestly, it changed something in me.
This I have to hear. What happened out there?
Well, on the first morning, I got woken up at 4:45 a.m. by a rooster that clearly didn't believe in weekends.
Oh no!
Oh, yes. But by day two, I was already outside watching the sunrise with a cup of tea. The sky out there, Lily, no buildings blocking the view, just wide open horizon, pink and orange everywhere. I actually put my phone down for 3 whole days.
3 days without your phone? Now that's a transformation.
Don't get me wrong, I still love the city, but now I kind of see the appeal of a slower life. And that's actually a perfect leading to today's topic.
It really is. Today we're diving into one of the great lifestyle debates, city life versus country life. We'll break down the pros and cons, teach you some really useful vocabulary, and give you phrases you can start using right away.
And just a quick heads up, if you enjoy learning with us, hit that subscribe button and leave us a rating. It makes a huge difference and helps other learners find us too.
Absolutely. All right, let's get into it.
Before we compare the two lifestyles, let's ensure everyone has the key words down. Lily, want to kick us off?
Sure, let's start with the basics. When we say city life, we're talking about living in an urban area, a place with a large population, tall buildings, and busy streets. Think London, Seoul, Sao Paulo. Urban, relating to a city or town, built up and densely populated. Example, Tokyo is one of the most vibrant urban centers in the world.
And country life means living in a rural area. Open land, small villages, farms, forests, not a skyscraper in sight. Rural, relating to the countryside, low population, lots of open space and nature. Example, she grew up in a rural village with fewer than 500 people.
Great! Now, here are a few more words you'll hear a lot in today's episode. Convenience, the quality of being easy to access or use, things being nearby when you need them. Example, the convenience of living downtown is that everything is within walking distance. Commute, the regular journey between your home and your workplace. Example, my commute takes about 45 minutes each way by train. Pace of life, the speed at which daily life feels like it moves, can be fast or slow. Example, the pace of life in the countryside is much slower than in big cities. Cost of living, how much money you need for basics like housing, food, and transport in a particular place. Example, the cost of living in New York is nearly double what it is in smaller cities. Diverse, having a wide variety of different types, cultures, or backgrounds. Example, one thing I love about London is how diverse it is. You hear dozens of languages every day. Isolated, being far away from other people, places, or services. Remote. Example, the farm felt beautiful but isolated. The nearest shop was 30 kilometers away. Pollution, harmful substances in the air, water, or environment, often caused by traffic and industry. Example, air pollution in big cities can seriously affect your health over time. Community, a group of people living in the same place who share connections and look out for each other. Example, in small towns, there's a strong sense of community that's hard to find in cities.
Just a reminder for our listeners, try writing one sentence using each of these words after the episode. It's the fastest way to make new vocabulary stick. All right, let's start with city life, because let's be honest, that's my world. I've lived in a city for most of my adult life.
So, sell it to me, James. What's the best thing about living in a city?
Number 1, convenience. If I need something, groceries at 11 p.m., a pharmacy at midnight, a coffee at 6 a.m., it's there. I barely have to think about it.
That's true. In a city, you're never really far from what you need. Services are always accessible.
Exactly. And then there's the variety. Restaurants alone. I can eat Thai on Monday, Ethiopian on Tuesday, Japanese on Wednesday. You just can't get that range in a small town.
Cities are incredibly diverse, and it's not just food, it's people too. You meet people from completely different countries, cultures, and walks of life. That broadens your perspective.
100%. And the entertainment, concerts, comedy shows, film festivals, pop-up art galleries, something is happening every single night.
You never really run out of things to do.
Never. And I think the biggest one for a lot of people is career opportunities. Cities have more companies, more industries, more startups, more everything when it comes to jobs.
That's actually the number one reason most people move to cities in the first place, for work.
Right. If you're looking to grow professionally, a city gives you more doors to knock on.
More doors to knock on. This means more opportunities to try. You can use it in everyday English. I moved to the capital because there are more doors to knock on for my career.
Okay, but let's be real. Cities aren't all sunshine and coffee shops.
Fair point. Let me be honest, cities can be overwhelming.
Overwhelming is a great word. It means something feels like too much, too intense, too exhausting.
Right, and the crowds are a big part of that. During rush hour, the subway is packed. I mean, sardine tin packed. People are squeezed in so tight you can barely breathe.
And the traffic, ugh, when everyone is heading to work at the same time, the roads become parking lots.
I once sat in traffic for 50 minutes to go 5 kilometers. I could have walked faster.
What about noise? Don't even get me started. Car horns, construction drills at 7 a.m., ambulance sirens, someone's car alarm going off at 2 a.m. Cities never truly go quiet.
And then there's the pace. Everything is fast. People walk fast, talk fast, eat fast. You always feel like you're behind on something.
It's mentally exhausting. You carry this low-level stress without even realizing it.
Now let's talk money. The cost of living in cities is brutal.
Brutal is the word. My colleague pays $1,800 a month for a studio apartment, basically one room and a bathroom. In the countryside, that's a mortgage payment on a house with a garden.
And we can't forget pollution. The air quality in a lot of major cities is genuinely concerning.
Absolutely. Some days you can actually see the smog. That's a mix of smoke and fog that hangs over the city like a dirty blanket.
All right, my turn. I grew up in a tiny village surrounded by hills, so country life is close to my heart.
Paint me a picture, Lily. What did you love about it?
Space. That's the first word that comes to mind. When I looked out my window, I didn't see concrete. I saw fields, trees, hills rolling into the distance. You could run and never hit a wall.
That sounds incredibly freeing.
It really was. And the air, James, the air. No exhaust fumes, no factory smell, just clean, fresh air. You'd step outside and your lungs would actually thank you.
That's what hit me at my uncle's place. The air felt lighter, like my body was finally breathing properly.
Exactly. And the quiet. No car horns, no construction, just bird song in the morning and the wind at night. It's genuinely peaceful.
And I bet the pace of life is completely different.
Night and day. People don't rush. My neighbors would stop in the street and chat for 20 minutes. Nobody was checking their watch or saying, "Sorry, got to run."
That's a kind of connection you lose in cities.
You really do. And there's a strong sense of community. Everyone knows everyone. If your car broke down, 3 people would be at your door offering help before you even finished making the phone call.
What about the cost?
So much cheaper. You can buy a proper house with a garden for what you'd pay for a tiny flat in the city. Food is cheaper too, especially if you grow your own vegetables.
Growing your own vegetables. Very country of you.
Hey, don't knock it. There's nothing like a tomato you grew yourself, and you know exactly where your food comes from. No chemicals, no mystery ingredients.
All right, but Lily, let's keep it balanced. Country life has its problems too.
Oh, for sure. It's beautiful, but it's not a fairy tale. The biggest challenge? Isolation. The nearest supermarket was a 25-minute drive from my house. The nearest hospital? About 40 minutes.
That's a real concern. What if there's an emergency?
Exactly. You just have to plan more. You can't pop out for milk at 10 p.m. because nothing's open.
What about entertainment? What did you do for fun?
Honestly, not much. No cinemas, no live music, no theaters. If I wanted to see a film, it was a 45-minute drive to the nearest town.
I imagine that's tough for younger people especially.
It is. A lot of teenagers feel trapped. They can't wait to leave. And that connects to the next big issue, jobs. There just aren't many career options. It's mostly farming, local shops, maybe tourism if you're lucky.
So if you want a career in tech, finance, media, you're moving to the city.
Pretty much. And getting around is another headache. There's almost no public transportation. Where I grew up, there was one bus. It came twice a day.
Twice a day?
Once in the morning, once in the afternoon. Miss it? You're stuck.
So you basically need a car.
You absolutely need a car, and that's another expense. Fuel, insurance, maintenance. Oh, and one more thing, the internet.
Ah, yes, rural internet is famously painful.
Painful is generous. I remember trying to stream a video and it would buffer every 20 seconds. If you work from home or study online, that's a real deal breaker. Deal breaker? A factor that is so important that it would make you reject or walk away from something. Example, slow internet is a deal breaker for anyone who works remotely.
So both lifestyles have real strengths and real weaknesses. The question is, what do you actually want?
Right, and here's the thing that people forget. You don't have to pick one forever. Your needs change at different stages of life.
That's so true. In your 20s, you might crave the energy and opportunities of a city. In your 50s, you might dream about a quiet house by a lake.
Exactly, and there's a middle ground too. Suburbs and small towns give you a bit of both.
Good point. A suburb is that zone between the city and the countryside. It's quieter and more residential, but you're still close enough to city services.
Some people call that the best of both worlds.
I like that phrase. So what's your dream, Lily? Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Honestly, when I retire, I want to go back to the countryside. No more commuting, no more city noise, just me, a garden, and a really good book.
That sounds lovely. For me, I think I want a small town eventually, maybe 30,000 or 40,000 people. Big enough to have good restaurants and a gym, but small enough that people smile at you on the street.
That's the sweet spot. Culture note. In many countries, young people move from rural areas to cities for education and work. Later in life, some move back. This is sometimes called the return to the countryside. In Japanese, there's even a word for it, U-turn migration. Before we wrap up, let's give our listeners some ready-to-use phrases for talking about where they live. James, let's do this back and forth. I'll give the situation, you give the phrase.
Let's do it.
Okay, someone asks you where you live.
You can say, I live in a big city. It's fast-paced but exciting. Or, I live in a small village in the mountains. It's peaceful but quite remote.
Now they ask, do you like it there?
I love it. It's really convenient and there's always something to do. Or if you're not so happy, it's nice, but honestly, it's a bit too crowded for my taste.
What about expressing your preference?
I personally prefer city life because I like having options. Or I'd rather live somewhere quieter where I can be closer to nature.
And if you want to compare the two?
Cities are more exciting, but the countryside is way more relaxing. Or the countryside is cheaper to live in, but cities offer better career opportunities.
Love it. And here are some great questions to ask other people.
Would you rather live in a city or the countryside? What matters more to you, excitement or peace? Or where do you see yourself living 5 years from now?
Speaking challenge. Pause the episode and try answering this question out loud. Where do you live and what do you like and dislike about it? Aim for 3 to 4 sentences using today's vocabulary. Speaking out loud, even to yourself, builds fluency faster than anything else.
Let's do a fast summary. James, city life in 4 bullet points. City life, convenient, diverse, full of job opportunities, and never boring. But it's crowded, noisy, expensive, and the pollution is real.
Country life, spacious, peaceful, affordable, with clean air and strong community ties. But it's isolated, limited in entertainment, short on career options, and getting around is tough.
And the key takeaway is there's no universally right answer. It comes down to what you value most at this point in your life.
Beautifully put.
All right, now we want to hear from you. Drop a comment and tell us where you live and what you think about it.
Keep it simple, just 2 or 3 sentences. For example, I live in a big city and I love the energy, but the noise drives me crazy sometimes. Or, I live in the countryside and I enjoy the peace, but I wish there were more restaurants nearby.
We read every single comment, and writing in English, even just a few sentences, is amazing practice. Don't worry about mistakes, just go for it.
And if you enjoyed today's episode, please subscribe to Talk Everyday Conversations so you don't miss what's coming next.
Hit the like button, share this with a friend who's learning English, and let's keep this community growing together.
Thank you so much for spending your time with us. You're doing incredible work with your English, and you should be proud of yourself.
Keep going, keep practicing. Whether you're in a skyscraper or a farmhouse, we're cheering you on.
See you in the next episode.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.